Hey, welcome to the Beers Jack of Barbecue. Check out the fire pit we put together today. Hey, we had a great company reach out to us. Bali Outdoors, 32-inch fire pit. Sorry, I had to look at my notes to make sure I had it right as far as the size goes. But we've got a 32-inch fire pit sent to us. We're gonna assemble it. We're gonna do some cooks on it. We do have a Tomahawk we're gonna attempt on this thing. I've never done like live fire cooking, so it'd be interesting for me to learn what I'm gonna be doing today. So looking forward to it. Got some other meats and things to throw on there as well. So hopefully it's gonna be a fun video to do a lot of cooking outdoors, and then something we're gonna use in the future as well. So let's get the grill together so we can do some cooking. So I cheated a little bit doing some steps so we don't show repetition, but it also should have said this isn't just for cooking. It's a regular fire pit to keep yourself warm. You'll see once we get outside, we don't typically start things in the garage a lot of times, but Pennsylvania here, it hasn't reached freezing for the first time it did today. We got a little over a foot and a half of snow out in the ground yet from like 2.5 weeks ago. Had a cold winter so far. But yeah, it's out there to keep you warm. Have a nice group around the fire pit doing whatever you want to do, you know, the hot dogs, which you'll see as well, s'mores, whatever. But we're going to skip through some pieces. We'll kind of show it real fast, put it together. Everything I've done and checked out so far, very simple. A couple nuts and bolts, nuts and screws, and you're going to be together. So stop talking and start putting it together. All right, here we are. And to putting this together, it actually wasn't too bad at all. Like I said, it was the screws. The hardest part was getting the bolts and the nuts here together, just because of it's cold out. I'm getting old, a little arthritis in my fingers, so that was the only part that was kind of a challenge. And like I said, it wasn't hard. It was just old hands. So we're gonna get this outside, gonna get a fire going, and we'll do some cooking on here. Again, it's made for everything, but we're gonna do some cooking. All right, just gonna do a quick live. Just have a few pieces of wood in here, and I got some smaller pieces in the bottom. I got one of my fire sticks down here in the bottom, or fire cubes. All right, we know we always do tomahawks when we do something new, so today we're gonna start one. So I'm just gonna kind of throw this out here to kind of start warming up. It's a little bit thicker, never cooked over live fire, so we're gonna bring that to, I don't even know yet, 115 degrees maybe. And I thought while we're doing that, this is thinner pork chops, so I'll throw them kind of over the fire a little bit more. Again, we'll see what happens. We'll go to 145 for those. So let's see how this plays out. All right, we're gonna do a little flip, check, make sure things are working. We kind of took a peek at these things before, put some more wood on the fire because we were thinking we weren't having enough there. And I'm going to try to rotate the tomahawk just in general, just to try to promote some even cooking over here. But it's looking okay. The temperature's rising on it slowly. Pork chops I'll probably twist around and check a temperature in a little bit. But so far so good. All right, I just want to see where we're at with the pork chops, and getting some decent readings from them. So it looks like they could have more color on the bottom, but the top got kind of nice. I don't know if I'll be able to get this because of the flames in my eyes. 127 for that one. And 122 for that one. So we're getting there. I wanted to flip my tomahawk quick. Getting some color on it, but it's not as important as warming it up on the inside, so we can actually, probably gonna drop this in and try to get some searing on it. In fact, maybe I'll drop this now so the pork chops finish off with a little color. Okay, we'll show these at the end when we start chasing things. All right, so now we're gonna throw some chicken on. Not gonna throw it all on because I just want to try a little bit here. We got that cooking, so I have a pan on there. I actually have a piece of salmon out. I'm gonna throw a little oil in the pan and we're gonna do some salmon on here too right away. All right, got the salmon going. I don't know how hot this pan is. It didn't look like it was super hot when I first put the oil in, but I did throw it over the fire. Now we got some sizzle happening there. It's like to rotate the tomahawk just to get some even cooking, but boy, it's looking like a really nice steak. Temperature's showing about 105 or so. So I may not even sear it just because of the nice wood flavor or looking crust it has going. So pretty cool. It is nice and warm, I can tell you that, because like I didn't want to get a different jacket out because of the smoke smell, but it's looking pretty nice. It's probably close to done. The salmon, I did check, it's coming off. All right, chicken's all nice and done the way it looks. Did some temperature readings, got it into 170 area. It's looking pretty nice though. And then we're gonna move this over and we're gonna finish off this steak. Yeah, that's saying it's done. Tell you what, you can see that on that camera. Boy, does that look nice. Let's go see how this turned out. All right, let's get this, I'm gonna throw these are venison hot dogs. Actually, they're venison kielbasa. And then this is venison and beef with some pepper jack cheese on it. High temp pepper jack cheese. So, gonna get them cooking. We'll keep checking things out. All right, just wanna flip the burgers again because we got some good flame happening underneath these. It's amazing with that high temp cheese, the way it hangs on there. And these are just doing fine, just warming up. They got some nice color to them. We'll check them out in a few minutes here. All right, let's pull everything off. Everything looks good. This one is a little bit bigger, so it took longer to get done. That's why I was moving that one away from the flames. The kielbasa looks nice. Get a better angle here. Smoke got me. All right, these are gonna be good. As always, cheers. Here we are, end of the cook. The Bali 32-inch fire pit. You saw me keeping warm out there. It's a cold day. It's actually a warm day in Pennsylvania right now in the 30s because it hasn't been there. It was minus in the mornings the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And you can see all the snow out there, but boy, that fire pit is really cool. You saw us do, I had pork chops on there. We had a tomahawk warming up. Pork chops finished up, threw some chicken on, threw a cast iron pan on, did the salmon. You'll also see in the video, you already saw already, hamburgers and hot dogs. It just timing of everything. We didn't get to put that on yet, but that's gonna be on after we're done here. So, man, it's a cool little fire pit. Price point is pretty nice. We'll have all that information in our show more information. To tell you where to get it. It's awesome. So the steak, I don't know, I guess the one thing I should say is how much of a beginner did I look out there? Never cooked over live fire like that before. So kind of was winging it the entire way today, which it might have showed, but stuff got finished, stuff looks good. Steak was reading into lower 130s. Didn't really do a sear on it because it was getting some nice color. So we'll see how we look here. Nice tender steak. We're looking like we're caught the middle is a medium rare yet. A little bit more not edge to edge here, but this looks pretty good. We got a piece off the edge here. We'll see how it is over that regular flame. Wow, that's good. Didn't really taste a whole lot of like wood fire, to be honest with you, because just a good steak. It's salt brine 24 hours in advance to get there, but boy, that was a fun cook. Fun time to do over open flame. We're going to actually do some more videos along the way of just an individual cook of how everything works and what we're doing. And hopefully in the future I'll look a little better at it than I did today. So hopefully I see you subscribe to the channel, click the little bell notifications, and we'll see you next time.